Welcome to the Caviar Club and to our online series of inspirational people and inspirational stories. Today we have the pleasure of interviewing the owner and founder of Santirso Couture, Ana Santirso. Welcome, Ana, and thank you for being here today.
Hello, Sayan. Hello, everybody. Thanks.
It's nice to see you again. You were in our last event in the Caviar Club, so it's really good to speak to you again, and another opportunity for the people who didn't see you live in our event to find out more about you and your business. First of all, we would like to ask you if you could tell us a little bit more about yourself and what's your typical day like in Santirso Couture studio?
Well, I'm a fashion designer. I'm Spanish and I have my company in Finland. And we design wedding dresses, tailor-made cocktail dresses, any kind of clothing that clients need or dream with. Also headpieces, jewelry, and accessories. Our typical day starts early morning with my baby and husband, getting energy from them and having fun together, listening music, and then I read inspirational books and biographies of people that I admire in the early morning, and that gives me a lot of energy too, and yoga when I find the time for this exercise to work out a little bit morning. And then we in the studio, every day is different. Some days we are designing the collection, other days we are making the dresses and or planning a fashion show or photo shoot. This is
so I guess there's not really a typical day. Every day is a little bit different, and that makes it all exciting, I guess.
Yes, it's very exciting that every day is completely different than the other, and we don't know what will happen tomorrow, and it's so exciting for us.
Oh, perfect. So tell us a bit more about Santirso Couture and how did you start up the business?
Well, we started the company 3 years ago, a little bit more, here in Turku in Finland, because my husband is from here and I moved from Florence, where I worked in fashion. And I started because I wanted to have my own thing, like to design my own designs. And it was quite easy, like just connecting points in the way, like make a plan and then just do it. That's what we made.
Oh, perfect. And it's quite a journey you must have had, especially being Spanish in Finland. It must have been a little bit different than if you started in Spain, for example.
Yes, of course. I had to learn the language and the culture, but it was a great experience now when I can understand.
Perfect. I guess that brings us to our next question quite conveniently. So obviously as entrepreneurs, we all have our challenges. So you mentioned already the language and maybe the culture. Has there been any other challenges business-wise that you might have faced, and how did you get over them? How did you tackle the challenges that you had in your career so far?
Well, I try to see you don't use the word problem never, and I see opportunities when others see problems. I learn a lot, and I actually like them to get more experience, and yeah, things happen all the time to everybody, I guess.
No, that's true, and I guess you're very right saying that, you know, it's not good to refer to challenges as problems, because actually if the feedback or customer feedback is all the time, for example, is good and brilliant, there's nowhere to go from there really. There's not, if you get, for example, bad feedback, it's an opportunity, like you say, to improve your services, improve your products, improve, you know, the ways you work and so forth. So that's a great attitude you have.
Yeah.
And I guess in terms of inspiration, you already told us about your morning, listening to music with your family and getting energy that way. Is there any other sources of inspiration that you might have that really takes you through the good days and the bad days as well?
Well, as I told you, the music and the books and traveling, and because I have lived in Italy, Spain and France, I just imagine myself walking in the streets of Florence or in Rome, seeing all this amazing art and paintings that I love.
Oh,
I get inspiration just traveling with my mind to Ibiza, for example. I imagine the sunset and things like that. It gives me a lot of power and hope.
That's amazing. I'm definitely going to take that tip, and hopefully all of our followers will take on board that tip as well. That's a great one. So in terms of advice, you've been an entrepreneur now. This is your 4th year, I believe. Would you have any advice to anyone who would like to be an entrepreneur or follow their dreams and start a business of their own?
Well, yeah, I could say that make a plan, like dream big, start small, act now. Make a plan, follow it, and keep learning every day, like invest in education when things that we have to improve, and just believe in you even when nobody believes in you, and go ahead and no matter what, to take the things. And
yes, no, that's perfect. And I guess just to have courage to do and follow your dreams is very, very important, no matter what other people think. So that's
yes,
good.
that's right.
And in terms of people and the impact they might have in your life or career, do you have any people like that, or books like that, or anyone who's really inspired you, or anyone who you see as a role model?
Well, I get inspiration for many big, like for me, people that are my idols, like people who invented big things, or people who have the courage to follow their instinct and go against the flow and make a difference and change the world somehow. Not only designers or artists, or like people in general who have fight for things. That I think that is very necessary, that more people go out and fight for their dreams and make a change in this world. And I admire these big figures and like architects and things like that.
Oh, perfect. So quite creative people overall, and just people with courage to do their own thing.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
So we are all here in Caviar Club. We are entrepreneurs, either starting up or experienced, but we always obviously need to improve ourselves and learn new things. Like you mentioned, you're learning new things every day. Is there any book or a website that you would recommend to an entrepreneur or a business owner that you've yourself really gained valuable information from?
Well, I like a lot Robin Sharma. I'm a fan of him, and I absolutely recommend his books and to follow his blog and sites. It's robinsharma.com. I actually got the courage to start my company after reading The Monk Who Has Sold His Ferrari.
Okay.
Very good friend gave it to me, and it was the perfect moment. Then I decided that no more excuses. Let's do it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We'll all go and Google it straight away after this interview. Well, thank you very much, Anna. We'll keep this short and simple, but we've really gained a lot of great information and inspiration and motivation for all of us. So thank you so much for this interview, and we wish you the best of luck and success in the future. And I think if you can just mention your website address for us, we'll go and see your jewelry and dresses for the upcoming summer season.
Okay, thanks, Saya. And our website is www.santirsopasion.com. I can.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Ana, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot about you soon.
Yes, thank you, Saya.
Bye.
Bye.